It's a late night, a long time ago, where all you could think about in that very moment was trying to defeat this gym leader that's been giving you a hard time in Pokemon. Building your cool new Minecraft house, finishing the last few missions in LEGO Star Wars The Complete Saga, or even finding the weirdest but funniest levels that Little Big Planet has to offer. And honestly, you don't have a care in the world. There's no thought of tomorrow or if you'll have to get up early for school. It was all in the moment. Finally beating the 8th gym leader, or Elite Four. Finally finishing your new, sick, blocky home. Finally watching the end cutscene to a very long LEGO game. Finally dying to the falling sharks and bombs, and then you have to go to sleep.
Only then to be shaken awake and scared of Lowrider blaring out of your TV from a late night TV show you don't completely understand.
This feeling is nostalgia. Hey, I'm Space Opal, Nostalgia Extraordinaire, here to tell you about those wild nights that you think you might have peaked in the 3rd grade, and how I too am a human who experiences this. But before we get into that, get your nostalgia goggles strapped on, because we're going back to the past. I'll set an example of what nostalgia is. Nostalgia is looking back to the past. Usually it involves being happy. This could be playing at the park with friends, just waking up early to watch cartoons, or playing a game. For me, it was playing on my GameCube, or watching shows like One Piece and Naruto on Cartoon Network. I would hope it's something childlike and not watching your dad call up his mistress while your mom's out, because that's kinda whack, but nonetheless, if that brings you joy, hell yeah, brother. From what I have seen in my vast research, because you know me, science extraordinaire, it's usually a late night or experience that we've all had, like going to grandma's. So I asked several of my closest friends this exact question. So it's a late night, somewhere between 2007 and 2013. What are you doing? Other than jacking off. And surprisingly, none of them answered jerking off. But all the replies I got were very interesting, and 100% of the time were super relatable, but that's probably because we have a lot of common interests. So why don't we read some? Prime Halo days, either Minecraft or Halo is being played. Playing Minecraft at 3 a.m. Actually, during the late 2013 to 2014s, I stayed up till around 5 to 6 a.m. every night during the summer playing Don't Starve together with 2 other guys I met online that summer. Probably best summer of my life. So it's probably 9 p.m. because that's late for me, sitting in my mom's room on the mini fold-out couch watching a rerun of the Jimmy Timmy Power Hour. For sure, around 2012 to 2013 was Minecraft. I think everyone did that around that time. Bro, when I was about that age, I would stay up late and watch TV when I wasn't supposed to, and I'd pass out and get yelled at in the morning. Fun times, but tiring times. Fucking mashing a really dope Lego plane I built into a less dope Lego plane I built while regular shows playing on the big old CRT I had. And having the Lego occupants of those planes die horrific deaths and giving them tragic backgrounds, then getting interrupted by my mom, saying I should be going to sleep, so I pressed pause at the tragedy at hand and finished the episode and go to sleep, to the sweet tunes of my nightmare hellscape of imagination. Now, I relate with every single one of those because, well, I'm sure we've all had those. Each one I hear is oddly unique and special, but one common thing among them is the fact that there's a game, usually. Now, I have my own experiences with nostalgia from one of these games, which is Pokemon Heart Gold. When I was a lot younger, one day my parents got my older brother a lot of presents, and to me it was seemingly random. So when I didn't get anything, I got kind of upset. What I didn't realize is that it was his birthday and I was being a little idiot, but that's besides the point. One thing that happened that day was both my parents got him the same gift, a copy of Pokemon Soul Silver. My mother knew I wanted to play Pokemon too, so she gave one to me, and I don't think I played it all that much. However, when Easter came around, my parents got me a copy of Pokemon Heart Gold, probably thinking it was a different game, and honestly, I did too. Now, I like birds a lot, unless they're geese. Fuck geese. But seeing this big bird on the cover was wild, and honestly, even when I saw it now, I remember how happy I was getting it that Easter. I chose Totodile and went about my way, beating the game and consistently asking my brother to help. And as weird as it may sound, I kind of built a connection with these Pokemon. I remember having certain Pokemon like Feraligatr, Crobat, Umbreon, really wanting a Gallade and a Usarang my brother traded me, and of course Ho-Oh. This was wild and something I wish I could go back to, but unfortunately I lost the cartridges somewhere in the 5th generation, because I remember the weird transfer thing to go to Gen 5. I could talk about this all damn day, but I hold Pokemon very close to my heart, so let's get back to this. A lot of things were video game related, like child stuff, that even now we often go back to these things for a sense of comfort as a way to escape bad feelings or just relive it. Those moments help comfort you because, well, you had a lot of moments that were pure happiness, no thoughts or stress. Almost like those moments would never end, and I think we all hope that they never would. Doing just that. Well, you can't exactly get all of our friends to hang out at the same park like when we were kids, but you can always fire up a game, maybe relive some of those exact moments, whether it be the last one alive on Infected and Reach, or fighting one of the final bosses in the many Final Fantasy games. Like, that's always going to be the same, guaranteed to give you that satisfaction, but then there's the ones that just don't. Let's take Animal Crossing. If you've ever played Animal Crossing, you know that the town and villagers you start with are random and can come and go at any time. The layout of the town is also random, so it's not like you can visit the same exact town you had on a different copy just by putting in the game. You would need to keep the save data, and if that gets lost, it's kind of lost forever. It's a piece that's just kind of gone. But one thing you can do is start anew. While it might not feel the same at all, and could be a bit sad in the beginning, I'm sure that one day you'll be able to look upon your new town with radical villagers and be like, damn, I really have come far. You'll be able to see your new equal to the old, or maybe even better, which is probably a weird thought in the beginning, but that's the way it could turn out. Now, hopefully you'll be able to relive that sensation. Hell, I did it recently with Pokemon Heart Gold. I started a new copy that I got about 2 years back, and I'm almost done with my living dex on it, which is way more than little 6-year-old me would ever want. I went above and beyond with it. But that's not all that makes nostalgia nostalgia. Another thing that defines nostalgia in games is music. Well, playing through Animal Crossing is fun, it wouldn't be all that if not for the music. If I were to play Wii Sports Boxing, you'd probably think of that time you started punching the air so hard, you probably could have dislocated your shoulder. But it's to no avail, cause man wins every time. Or maybe when I play Coconut Mall, the Black Ops theme, Dire Dire Docks, Club Penguin Pizza Parlor, or hell, even... See how much that just hits you? It doesn't matter when, where. I mean, you could be sitting on your couch or out in the town. It just doesn't matter where you are. You'll be taken back to then. Now, do I know why these things slam you? No. But nonetheless, they make you, no, force you to go back to that time where you heard this song. It brings back the fond but vague memories. It brings back happy memories of winning that race, waiting what feels like forever to get into a good lobby, or the annoying water level. Now, some of those might be memories of hate and annoyance, but looking back on them, are they really? Water levels were probably annoying, but wasn't it fun? Even if it's just looking back on them now, you're probably smiling. Isn't it weird to think that something as simple as a few notes played on the right time can make someone this happy or sad? So that's what I think nostalgia is. It's not only the feelings of when you won the Hunger Games on that one Minecraft server and popped off, but it's instead the feeling of growth and reflection. The sounds of turning on your old Wii or Xbox 360 or something else, I don't know. Well, sometimes it can be a yearning for the past, or for things to be how they were back then. Take a second, think how things are. I can guarantee 95% of you will say something like, it sucks now, or it was better then, or not me, because, you know, that's the basic bitch answer. I really do mean just look back at yourself. See how far you've come? Isn't it wild? Well, things don't seem to be the best right now. The world is in a state of chaos. I recommend you play those games you played when you were younger, as they could bring a sense of comfort or peace. Just something to escape the boredom trapped at home. I hope you're all doing well, and thank you.